Hello and welcome to CIU News. I am Khushbu, Soni, host for the broadcast and chief editor at CIU News. This is our exclusive interview series on the topic of zero moment of truth with our startups in India. It is a recorded session and will be available on our website, that is ciunews.co.in, and our CIU News LinkedIn handle. Let me introduce my guest for today's episode. We have Devang Singhania, the founder of BeyondWater, and Shachi Singhania, the co-founder at BeyondWater. BeyondWater is India's first liquid enhancer, and it's no ordinary water. BeyondWater basically is a product to make the water clean and tasty, which is fun to drink and good for health. BeyondWater has also been recently, backed by Shah from Shark Tank India. And welcome, Devang and Shachi. Congratulations to you both and your entire team. And we watched the episode, it was great. So we are really looking forward to having this conversation with you to learn your experience.
Thank you so much. Yeah, so are we. Yeah, it's a pleasure for us to be here. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so for the great introduction, Khushbu. And, like you rightly said, Beyond Water is India's first liquid water enhancer. And we make water tasty, healthy, and, give you more nutrients with it. So, yeah.
Great. It's a great concept. I mean, with the way people are moving forward to stay more healthy. I think, and water is the main source. Everybody kind of prefers on drinking good 3 to 4 liters of water every day, right? Like you said, we're not sure with the kind of water we drink. We don't know whether it's really healthy, it's pure or not. And I think to have a product like this, it definitely gives the confidence. So it's a great initiative. And I'm really excited to learn from you on your founding story. How did you guys come up with this idea?
So, you brought up the point of the 3 to 4 liters a day right now.
Yeah.
Most people already know the fact that they need to drink 3 to 4 liters of water a day, but they don't actually end up drinking it, not because they don't want to drink it, but they just find it cumbersome, right?
Yeah.
So, one of the thoughts that were in our heads before we came up with the product idea was to, get people to drink more of it. And how can we get
Yeah.
people to drink more of it? By making it tasty, right? And,
Right.
the factor being the vitamins and electrolytes that we add to it. So
Right.
that was one of the main thought processes that we, went behind and got the products ideated and launched. And a larger mission for our company was to, make bottled beverages trustable again. Because
Right.
if you think about most of the companies that are available, in the market in broad availability, are the ones have too much either chemicals, preservatives, sugar, things
Yeah.
things that are negatively associated with and
Yeah.
have no fit. They don't fit in your body. Basically, they're not supposed to be
Right.
consumed.
Right.
So that was
Right.
the thought process behind the brand. I mean, I have a few of my family members who tried to really drink more water, but they just couldn't because it was a
Yeah.
task. I mean, they would
Yeah.
have that bottle next to them, but it was a task for them to drink it. So this was one of the solutions that helped them. And otherwise also the nutrients that we give, we've
Yeah.
very consciously decided the kind of ingredients that we use. So
Yeah.
all our products are completely clean labeled, in the sense that all our ingredients say like the colors are from say
Yeah.
beetroot or say chlorophyll
Okay.
or haldi or orange.
Okay.
So those are very good quality ingredients that we're using. In terms of the flavor, also everything is derived from fruits and vegetables. So
Okay.
there's no artificial or any chemical flavors or additives that are being put in the products at all.
Okay. Okay. Wonderful. So how does it work? You basically use the liquid enhancer, um, and you put it into the water, right? And that's how you drink it. Is that how it works?
So
Um,
basically, what
Yeah,
happens
Sachi
is
will take it.
come in a small palm-sized bottle, which is
Mhm.
obviously very convenient for you to carry. So all you have to do is that you just have to flip the bottle, squeeze it for like around 2 seconds, and you can add it to any water-based liquid. So be it water, soda, tonic. Some people like to have it with black coffee, black tea. So any clear form of a beverage you can add this to. So the vitamins add 15% of your vitamin RDA, and we also
Okay.
have an electrolyte and cocktail version. So it's very easy, all,
Okay.
and you don't need to stir it or anything. All you need to do is just flip it, squeeze it into your glass, and drink it.
Yeah.
And just because it's
Okay.
completely customizable, once you taste it, you can know that for the next time you want to add more or less to it.
All right. Okay. Nice. Nice. So, great. And tell me, Devang Sachi, how was your experience on Shark Tank? How did it go?
So I
So actually, you want to take that first? I can go after.
Sure. So basically, I think Shark Tank was a very good experience for us. And, like one thing kept leading to the other in terms of the whole selection process as well. And
Mhm.
since it was the first time in India, there was a lot of buzz around it. So we had no idea of how many people had applied and how far we had come along
Yeah. Yeah.
until we actually reached. So
Right.
when we reached for the final shoot is when we got to know that we had actually come quite a long way. And it was very motivating. And the experience itself of when we were pitching to the Sharks, that was something completely more than what we had imagined. And the way the product was received and the way our pitch was received and how early on we closed the deal, I think it was very encouraging.
Right. Right.
Just to add to that,
Yeah.
throughout, so there were 2 rounds of interviews that we went to,
Mm-hmm.
and the kind of startups that we met there, and we're still in touch with.
Mm-hmm.
They're amazing because they also have a lot of valuable insight. They're on the
Right.
same boat as us,
Right.
in the sense that they have similar problems. The industries could be completely different, right? But
Correct.
the daily problems that we face versus what they face is also a lot of similarities. So you once you connect, it's like a larger ecosystem that you're forming and being a part of, where you can troubleshoot
Right.
off each other.
Right.
And coming to the main day and the main Shark Tank pitch, although I mean the experience to start with was excellent, and
Right.
we got a lot of valuable feedback also from the sharks that did not invest into us. For
Yeah.
example, I think it was I don't remember who it was, but one of the sharks told us that the product placement was something that what we instead of what we were doing, they were asking us to place it in a separate way, which is going to
Mm-hmm.
be more related to a substitute for soft drinks. So we've
Right.
also got a lot of understanding from that. We tried to work that out and experiment with it, and it's given us a lot of good results. So that was
Right.
quite good. And in terms of
Right.
everything else, other feedbacks that we got in terms of pricing and in terms of the brand name, all of which was really positive. And uh, even if they did not invest into us, we got a lot of good
Yeah.
feedback from them.
Right, right. So, how did you decide to go ahead with the offer? I think with what you had pitched in, and with the final offer, which was, I think, at 15% equity, how did you
Right.
decide that you wanted to go ahead and take this offer? Like, what made you decide this?
So,
So
I mean, before we had gone into the tank, between Sachi and I, we had decided that we would not want to dilute more than 10 to 12% of our company.
Yeah,
But on the side, we'd also decided and had, 2, 3 people who we clearly wanted to be a part of our company.
yeah,
Aman was one of them, Namita was
correct.
the second, and third was Anupam.
Right.
So those 3 were the ones we wanted. And, once we got an offer from the 2 that we wanted,
Yeah,
uh, we had a conversation right there. We were like, do you think going back with no deal, with just, a difference of uh, 5%, is that something that would be beneficial or no? Because
yeah,
and because we saw the value in the guys in the sharks, we just went with it.
right.
Another reason for it was because it was our first round of raising.
Right.
So
Okay.
money was not the main reason why we were there. It was their networks that would be really
Right.
beneficial for us. And I mean,
Right.
to look back right now, say I think 2 months down the line, 1 or 2 months down the line since the episode aired, I feel like the whole experience is. I mean, that 5% was definitely worth it. 5 or 3% was definitely
Correct.
worth it because
Right.
I mean the kind of brand recognition slash marketing slash approval that the show got, it's unparalleled as compared to say a VC investing in you. A VC
Right.
invest a VC invests in you. You are a company that is big that has been invested into, but
Correct.
becoming a Shark Tank company has a different charm to the customer of its
Right.
own. So,
Right.
I mean, if I had spent that same amount, say, that I saved on that 5%, that would probably not even have got me where I am right now.
Correct. Good
So
decision.
that was a good call then, yeah.
Yeah, good thought, and I think made sense. It's all worth it. So, how has your company's functioning changed? Like you mentioned that it's given you tremendous growth and brand recognition after being backed by the Sharks, Aman and Namita. How has the company's functioning changed?
So one of the biggest changes have been the fact, two changes actually. One is the fact that many more people know you.
Right.
So, it's become, more rewarding to, hear that people already know what Beyond Water is, who we are. That has been a
Yeah.
big change. And number two, in terms of, getting vendors and getting, marketplaces, instead of
Yeah.
us, when we had to reach out to them and they would take a lot of time,
Yeah.
uh, they take a lot of time to get back to us. Now,
Yeah.
they are reaching out to us and things are moving much faster.
Right. Right.
So
Okay.
those were a few benefits that I thought, after Shark Tank.
Great, great. Awesome. My next question is, apart from Shark Tank, tell me what are your happiest moment in your entrepreneurial journey?
So I think basically the happiest moments in the journey is that obviously we started almost during COVID, and that was
Mhm.
a time when our product launch also got delayed by some time because obviously we did not have access to
Yeah,
the raw materials or the manufacturing as much as when we wanted. So I think what happens is that in this whole journey, you see that there are a lot of hiccups that come. So when
right.
you ask us for one moment, I don't think we can pinpoint on one because literally after every challenge you overcome, you
Yeah,
feel as if you have defeated that, and that itself brings you a lot of joy and a lot of
correct.
sense of purpose because after all the work that you've put in, even a slight recognition or a slight good feedback from a customer or people who want to reorder from you, these are all moments of small celebrations. And of course there are different milestones that we have internally at our back end about, be it in figures or be it in customer feedback or whatever it is. But I just think that instead of celebrating larger moments, we do celebrate the smaller moments as well.
Right, right. Awesome, awesome. And while you spoke about the challenges, every business has challenges while we are in the journey. And to tell us, what was the most challenging moment for the business that you guys faced?
As in both of us can tell us the challenges that we face, but I like to start with one. I think initially, I think starting up a new business in India, firstly, is not very easy still, unfortunately, because there are a lot of regulations and a lot of company regulations, and especially when we are in food and beverage, a lot of facile licensing.
Correct.
So all these licensing and the procedures are still not very easy for someone to
True.
go through. So
I
obviously
agree.
all that back end took us a long time to figure out and get all that in order. And also after starting up, as I mentioned, that every other day we face challenges. But I think one of the other biggest challenges we faced was during last year, March, April, there was an iOS change going on, because of
Mhm.
which a lot of digital marketing companies like us had faced a lot of backlash in our ad spend where we were not getting returns. So those
Mhm.
two were sort of the biggest hiccups that we had faced, and obviously
Okay.
overcoming that took a lot of understanding, patience, resources,
Right.
a lot of education. Yeah.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
Great.
and I mean, just one more to add to that,
Yeah.
like Sachi was mentioning about the startup phase when we were just launching. So we were supposed to launch somewhere in 2020 in the
Mm-hmm.
middle, but and everything was ready. Our R&D took about 8 to 10 months, I think. And
Mm-hmm.
once everything was ready, when we were on the launch phase, when that's when the first lockdown happened, and all our suppliers, everything was in shambles because everyone decided to close down. And then all our whole supply chain was, completely broken. So we
Yeah.
had to rebuild everything, do our R&D again.
Yeah.
And that which is why it took about 7 months extra for us to launch.
Okay.
So, the starting up phase where you don't know, and then when you don't know when you are being going to be able to launch, what the next steps are going to be, was quite
Correct.
challenging. And lucky we saw it through that time.
Right. Right. Awesome. Awesome. And what does the future look like for Beyond Waters?
So I mean, right now it's just the beginning. Yeah, I mean, we it's I would say that we would take this year as our first year now onwards, because the first year was more of a proof of concept,
Yeah.
beta test, getting the word out. But now that we've seen that the so our product idea is the one that it takes getting used to. Now that we've seen that it's successfully been adopted by the consumers, we have a lot of different product lines and categories in mind,
Okay.
in terms of we're starting to go into kids and kids hydration for specific different audiences, be it women, be it
Okay.
men. So
Okay.
things are in a different. I mean, we're looking to expand our market and product line,
Yeah.
wherein anyone in a family thinks about healthy drinks or
Right.
proper healthy hydration, they
Yeah.
would associate Beyond Water with that.
Right. Right. Awesome. And how do you see technology helping your business?
So I think our business primarily runs only on technology because we are a complete D2C brand. We don't
Yeah.
have any retail presence. And also strategically itself, we wouldn't want a retail presence for some more time.
Okay.
So since we are a completely digital platform where all our products are purchased online on our marketplaces like Amazon and Flipkart, uh, automation of the whole thing, be it from shipping to the payment receiving to the person getting the notification,
Yeah.
it's all integrated through technology. So for us that
Right.
is the biggest. And even our marketing, we are not doing any of the traditional marketing which is
Right.
on newspaper or hoardings or anything. It's
Yeah.
not traditional media marketing. We are completely doing digital marketing. So for us,
Okay.
this is the crux of our business.
Yeah, and exactly, the consumer journey just becomes better because all that tech is doing is making the consumer's journey better, right?
Correct.
They're
Correct.
making it more personal. They're making it more easier for them to
Yeah.
seamlessly either understand, buy, or purchase whatever they
Right.
think they might be interested in. So all of this is all because of tech, which is most applicable for us.
Correct. Correct. Great. My one last question before we end today's episode. Any advice, suggestions that you would want to give for upcoming entrepreneurs and business owners seeking investments?
So, do you want to go first or should I?
No, you can go first and I can go after.
Okay, so I mean, I would not directly talk about getting investment to be the starting point for anyone to start thinking about a business. I mean, if that is the only way you can start a business where you need the seed capital, then by all means. But the best way to think about starting a business is to build something that is actually needed.
Right.
If it's solving a requirement or a need, and once you do that, there has to be someone with you, or either you and your head should be very motivated or relentless, wherein if any setback you face, you keep going back. It shouldn't be a
Right.
situation where you face a defeat and you start thinking about it and then stay in the pits for some time. you just have to be motivated to keep going at it, and then after some time with good enough effort, you can start reaping benefits. And if you build
True.
something good enough, you'll get investment, because there's
Absolutely.
ample amount of money in India, being
True.
ready to be invested in the decade that we currently are. And this is going to be the decade that's going to be, you know, going to prove what India
Yeah.
is going to be in the next century.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree. Great. Great conversation, Devang and Sachi, and very insightful points. Thank you so much once again. And all the very best to you both and Beyond Waters for the future. And we look forward to staying in touch.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Khushbu. It was great talking to you too.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.